Okay, what is going on? When you see this microphone, just know I'm about to spit some fucking game. Except for my microphone wasn't working. I went to the final recording and it started skipping and glitching and a whole bunch of weird things. But luckily I had a backup microphone on my camera, which is good. I think it's just because I do not turn my computer off like ever. I'll keep it on for 6 days straight and just let it sleep. While everything else is still running and the keyboard lights are on, the scarlet lights are on, my microphone is on, which honestly probably isn't the greatest thing for the components or just for anything in general. But who gives a fuck, man? Back to the video. This shit is gonna change your fucking life. So let's get to it. Something is about to go down. I just had a thought. I just had a little stream of consciousness and I just had this idea pop into my head and I wanted to make a video about it. And it is pretty much just like freeing your mind. Like you are fucking Neo in the Matrix. I watched that movie like 5 days ago and honestly it was amazing. I never watch movies. I never have since I was a kid for some reason. I'd always go to the theaters and at the end I would be like, damn, well this was a fucking waste of time. Like why'd I even come here? And it's always been like that for me. There's only been like maybe 3 movies in my life that I truly got something out of and I enjoyed the time sitting back and watching it. Yes, obviously I have watched movies before. I'm not living under a rock. I'm just saying I don't enjoy watching movies. I don't care to watch movies. I'm usually just on YouTube. And I feel like as time progresses, I'm slowly just weaving off of social media. I mean, I still use it myself to get my content out there and to make music because, well, that's something I love and it brings out the creative side of myself. And I just know that keeping that creative energy with you for the rest of your life is so important. If you lose that and you start taking life too seriously and you become stale, that is when things will take the turn for the worst and you will start to become very bitter. So I feel like, tapping into your inner child who wants to have fun, who wants to create, who wants to use his imagination is a key to life. If you lose that, and I'm not saying if you lose it, you can't find it. It's always within you. You just gotta tap into it. But yeah, if you lose that side of yourself, you're gonna be a cold person. And creative could be whatever. Creative could just be your passion. If your passion is making origami or your passion is writing keynote presentations, like just whatever your passion is. That's my idea of being creative because that's truly when your mind actually enjoys what you are doing and you can dive deeper into it and you can bring sides of yourself that you wouldn't have thought you had if you weren't doing what you love. But other than that, it serves me absolutely zero purpose besides distracting my brain from the task ahead or filling my mind with doubt or fear or disrupting my flow of thought so I can't think properly, or I just got caught up in the daily drama that social media loves to push forward. Now obviously it's an algorithm, whatever you want to see is what you're going to see, but the majority of it is literally just pushing out fears, pushing out doubts, it's pushing out drama, it's pushing out a whole bunch of things that do not serve your mind, or give you a peace of mind. But now everything on my algorithms is like strictly controlled. I only watch videos that actually benefit my mind. I only listen to things that actually benefit my mind and fill my mind with tools that are actually going to help me excel on this earth and on my path, not stuff that's going to set me back and do the opposite. But yeah, this video is just about freeing your mind from the construct and society and this world in general. And I feel like the Matrix is honestly a very good word for it because that's kind of what it is. It's all control, it's all distractions. It's all like a fucking game. You can be controlled by the system or you can be one with yourself and follow your vision and get all the answers for yourself and kind of be behind the scenes in the background doing what no one else is doing because they're clones. Not actually clones, but they are definitely like robots. What I mean by robot is just like how many thoughts do you have that are actually yours and not someone else's opinions or something that you have been programmed with on the news. They're just being programmed information by literally everyone besides themselves and they are just projecting that from all the shit that they watch. Now how many of these thoughts are actually yours? Probably none because you live on your phone, which is literally you programming your mind with a whole bunch of random auto-generated junk to think a certain way, to believe in certain things. No wonder your emotions are all out of line and out of whack because you're programming your mind and you are feeding your energy to the system that does not have your best interests at mind. So be very cautious of what you feed up here. I don't give a fuck what's going on in the world. There's always issues in the world. If you attach your emotions to what is going on in this world, I swear to God, you are going to be one fucked up individual at the end of it. They are always going to promote the worst tragedies. They are always going to promote death. They are always going to promote fear. They are always going to promote things that just scare the fuck out of you. And if you attach yourself to that, you are not truly living. You are just reacting. So make sure you be very cautious of what you're filling your mind up with. And make sure it actually benefits you. Because this world is actually more fucked up than you can imagine. And all the answers you want from life are not going to come from fucking CNN. And all the answers you want out of life are not going to come from Kim Kardashian. They're going to come from yourself, because you are you, and you have a soul that knows what it needs to do on this earth. And if you tap into it, and if you listen to it, and you listen to yourself, and you get rid of all the background noise, then you will actually know what to do. Everything else is just background noise that you can just get lost in. And none of it serves you. Like, who gives a fuck if Beyonce walked out the house with some high heels today? All of it does not serve you. Everything that this world promotes literally is opposite of what you need to be doing for yourself. Literally everything that social media, the government, whatever, the power may be on this earth, is literally pushing and promoting everything that does not serve you. And that is for a reason. Because they are in control, they have the power, and you, well, you don't. So what are they doing to you? They are controlling your mind. They are literally programming your mind, so there's no power shift. So you are always the worker, and they are always up here. So you ain't riding on the streets, going all crazy, knowing all this information. You are just having your head down, walking in a single file line, buying the new iPhone. So you are caught up in all the drama that is going on, and your mind's doing spins and twirls, and you can't even think straight, and you're getting into debates with your own people, and your mind is just a loose cannon. And that's when you can easily get blindsided by things. And that's the perfect state, because you do not have clarity. You do not have control. You don't know what's going on. And the government probably loves that. But that is going like very deep. I don't even know why I'm bringing up this topic, but it's just thoughts I have in my mind. And I'm not saying this in a bad way or trying to make it seem like it's so extreme and this is what it is, but the world is a crazy place. I experienced both sides, especially like with everything that's going on social media. It's literally just used for programming your subconscious mind and your brain, and distorting your vision, and distorting your mind, and distorting your concept of reality, to where you just have all of these overwhelming emotions, and now it's just you versus you. It's a form of control. And then they have that, plus they divide everybody with a whole bunch of different agendas and a whole bunch of different topics and a whole bunch of different scenarios that probably aren't real. So now it's you fighting yourself, and you're also fighting with each other, so you don't stand together and look at them and be like, you know what, this is very unhealthy. Like, why don't we just stand together and watch the system crumble? And what I mean by control is just, this is the experience I had with social media in my life, or just anything that was posted by the news, by the government, by anything. It's always been about death. It's always been about trauma. That's why I never watched the news. Even when I was a kid, I had common sense, and I'm like, there seems like there's an occurring message every single fucking time I watch this shit. It's always about a car accident. It's always about death. It's always about promoting trauma. It's always about some terrible tragedy that happened across the world. There's literally nothing positive. It's programming your mind. There's literally nothing positive you can take out of that. So why the fuck are you watching that? That's honestly what I am wondering. And I wonder why anybody watches that shit. When you sit behind the screen, you are programming your mind. And what are they feeding you? Like, what are you receiving from that conversation that they are having? Probably some fear, probably some doubt, probably, holy fuck, I'm scared. Probably, oh my god, the world's gonna end. Probably, holy fuck, I can't even think straight. My thoughts are all distorted and I'm thinking all types of fucked up. Like, what do you actually gain from that? But yeah, what is the opposite of bravery? Being a coward. What is the opposite of strength? Fear. What is the opposite of feeling positive and happy, negative and sad? What is the opposite of belief? Scarcity. What is everything that they promote on social media and on the news? It's a certain state that you can be in if you just program your mind. This is the state they want you in your lowest state, where you're just a fucking coward, little flimsy bitch. And this is the state you could be in if you took control of your life and you just unplugged from all that BS and you actually program your mind with what you want to see and what you want to believe. And it is set up like that for a reason. Actually start questioning the stuff that you watch every single time, and realize that there's a reoccurring theme each and every single fucking time. It never changes. It never has. They go from promoting the weather to, ooh, there's a car accident here, to, ooh, some death over here. Oh, there's a war going on over here. Oh, bombs have just been dropped over here. Some propaganda of how Russia's gonna drop a nuke. Oh, the presidents are fighting. Oh, there's a debate over here. Oh my god, this just happened. Oh wow, that just happened over there. It's never anything that is empowering. It's never anything that is gonna uplift you and make you believe in yourself and make you become the greatest version that you possibly can. Why? Because that is strength. If you were controlling a population, do you want them to all be resilient, to be strong, to be focused, to be open-minded, to be intellectually, emotionally smart, to be aware of what is going on? No, absolutely not. It just doesn't make sense. And that's why I'm saying it's just important for you to filter what you are watching. And if you still watch that BS, just start to question it and just start to realize that every single time it's the same thing. It's talking about the same thing. It's never anything positive. It's never anything that's going to make you motivated. It's never anything that's going to give you drive. Never anything that's going to give you passion. And well, you could be like, oh, well, that's just how the world is. No, that's just how your perception is because you've been programmed with that perception of life. The world is fucking amazing. The birds are chirping every day. I'm absolutely happy. I feel amazing each and every day. I fucking love my life. I'm grateful to be here. This is an amazing life. And now why can I think like that? Because of my perception. Because I actually realize what this world actually is. And I can think for myself and come to a clear understanding of what's right and what's not. And now there's a lot of people who are saying, I want to stay connected to this world. I want to know what's going on. So I can have a conversation with my group of friends and we can talk about nothing that matters or what we're going to do with our futures or what we want to do for our visions or how we want to better ourselves or how we want to be a better individual. No, let's just talk about how the world's going to fucking end and how there's a death over here, a death over there, trauma over there. Like, is that what you want to engage your soul with? And now I'm not judging, like you can do whatever you want, but this is just how I feel and I'm kind of just projecting that through this microphone of just how I feel about things. And if you disagree, it makes sense because like this is an evolved state of just me and my psyche and my consciousness. You know, it takes a while to get here of just kind of unplugging yourself from all the bullshit and everything that's going on in the world to truly tap in with your soul and your spirit to realize like what is going on, and you can kind of see life for what it is, and it's not this bad place. The world isn't ending. It's a beautiful place. There's abundance everywhere. You just like, it's all just perspective. That's all it is. And life is a lot easier when you have a positive perspective and you don't have negative programming inside of your conscious. That's why I don't listen to these rappers who only talk about, well, we know death, trauma, guns, this, that, and the third. And that's why I don't really tap in or tune into distractions because it just carries and drifts my mind away to where I can't even fucking form a thought that makes sense because I watched like a billion fucking YouTube videos that were all just entertainment. And I couldn't just be still and make sense of anything in my mind. I just kind of went on autopilot for the whole day and just wasted the whole day. But yeah, I just touched on a very powerful point, and that is coding your mind in positivity. Because what is the only thing that sets humans back on this planet Earth? What's the one thing that stalls us? That is doubt, that is fear, that is negative thinking, that is just all of those fucked up thoughts that slow you down and put you in a pit and drag you back. And that's what this matrix, or whatever you want to call it, that's what this system is feeding you with on a daily basis. In every fucking platform, whether it be distractions, whether it be the news, death, trauma, all this, that, and the third, whether it be rap music, whether it be really anything. It just depends on what you feed your energy to. So if you really care about your vision, or you care about yourself, and you really want to make something happen on this planet, or you just want to be happy in general, it's like the Matrix. You gotta unplug from that shit and plug into something else that actually feeds your soul, that actually gives you life, that fulfills your mind. Watch videos that actually make you think positive. Listen to affirmations daily or when you go to bed that just repeat words for fucking 2 hours straight of that I'm gonna be successful, I am abundant, I am healthy, I am thankful, I am grateful, I am motivated, I am focused, on repeat. And you are literally reprogramming your thoughts to think a different way. And you will become that person. Because the only way we pick up our beliefs and our ideas and literally everything is from what we hear, what we see. That's it. So if you pick something different that you want to hear or you want to see, you will have a different reality. You will have a different mindset. It's such a key to success in any field that you want to be in, or just any hobby that you have. Like, you're going to be levels beyond anybody. Because what's the only thing that stops us humans? Doubt, fear, overthinking, all of these emotions. And that's why I'm into spirituality. Because it's literally you just mastering your mind so you can disintegrate and get rid of all of these heavy thoughts and all of this heavy energy that just sets you back. That's why fucking spirituality is so fucking powerful. It's just literally becoming one with your spirit, like you're Naruto, or you're the fucking main character in some movie who's about to do some badass thing. Like, you're just a different human being. And when things go down in your life, you are so unfazed by it because you have done all this inner work and all this inner healing, and it's like nothing really bothers you at all. Like nothing, you're just always happy. And there's many ways to do this. You could start off by reprogramming your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is not your conscious mind where you're just on autopilot doing the tasks in your day. It's the deep-rooted beliefs that you don't even consider. It's 97% of your thoughts and beliefs, which are deep-rooted beliefs that have been programmed in your mind since you were a kid. Let's say by TV, let's say by your teachers, friends, whatever it may be. If you were growing up in this world and everyone told you you ain't gonna be shit shit, you're a loser, this, that, and the third, and you pick these up as beliefs, that's in your subconscious mind. So when you walk through this world, you're not going to be having any presence. You're going to be having your head down low, living out that existence that your subconscious mind presents to you. So if you think you're broke, I ain't ever going to be shit, and that's a belief you have in the back of your mind, that's how you're going to live out your existence. That is going to be your results. That's what you're going to be manifesting in your world. So if you care about your life and you care about your vision and what you want to present to this world, it is extremely important, I'm just going to call it the fucking Matrix, to escape that bullshit and force feed your mind what you want to feed it so you can actually live out your dreams, live out your vision. Listen to affirmations on repeat when you go to bed saying, I am very strong, I am very wealthy, I am very successful, I am this, that, and the third. Program that into your mind, and when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna be like, damn, I got some motivation, like I'm feeling like a different person. I'm walking around like a different person. That's because you're programming your mind to become a fucking different person. It's not like these successful people in this world are born with something that you're not. Celebrities or whoever you think is at the top is born with something special that you don't have. It's all in your mind. What you believe you are, you are. Like, my life has drastically changed since I implemented all of these techniques to literally just master my mind. So I'm not living on autopilot and I can actually live my existence on my terms and like actually do what I want to do without having a billion roadblocks. And yeah, it's still life. At this point, I still have things that kind of drag me down. But now it's something different. When it actually happens, I'm not like down about it. I'm actually like learning and observing and actually picking up on things. And I become like a better version of myself through the process. Instead of just, oh, I got depression, something bad just happened, and now it's gonna continue forever because I'm not feeding my mind anything else. And now it just became a mood. And after a year, it became a personality trait. And after a while, it just became my existence. Like, no, it's none of that. It's very fast. And when moments like that happen, it makes me dive into myself even deeper. Because us as human beings, we have a lot of unconscious things inside of our mind that we're not even aware of. And that's why I love meditation. That's why I love having a still mind or being calm and just like being relaxed and all of these things, so I can actually bring light to the unconscious and discover it and discover things that are holding me back in my mind. If I was just diving into distractions, if I was just chasing girls, or if I was just doing this, that, and the third, I wouldn't even know I had these problems, and I would just continue life with all of these setbacks in my mind. But that is the real key to master your mind. It's just making the unconscious thoughts conscious. Like, hey, I am conscious that I have these limitations in my mind, these belief systems, these doubts, these fears, and now I am going to do the inner work. I'm actually going to go within and discover what is going on and where did these come from, and I'm going to find ways to actually get rid of these, whether it be affirmations, programming your mind with positive things, visualization, just sitting down and just manifesting and creating a world that you feel inspired to chase, or just by reading the proper books. And it is the most satisfying work you can do because it is literally setting yourself free. Like, you actually genuinely feel free for once in your life, and it is like a genuine sense of happiness, not just a fleeting moment that comes when you get a new car or some new material possession comes your way, or it's your birthday and people are giving you gifts. Like, it's not that. It's like a forever sense of happiness. Like, I figured it out. Now I'm actually one with myself, and I know myself, and I know what I want to do. And when you have a clear mind and you get rid of all these bullshit thoughts, so many hunches of inspiration and like answers to all of your questions, a connection with God, like there's multiple things that just come into play that make your life magical and make you actually excited to wake up every single day. But yeah, that is the biggest key, is to master your mind, master your emotions, tap into your spirit, connect with your spirit, and escape the Matrix. Da-na-na. But yeah, there are so many distractions in this world, and maybe I just wanted to get away from that lifestyle or just everything that is going on in the world, because I truly want to see my vision and what I got going on come into fruition. And I want to actually live out my purpose and do what I was sent here to fucking do. So maybe that's why I take it to the extremes, and I'm doing all this inner work, and I'm doing all this inner healing and trying to master my mind and all of these things. But we all got a purpose. Everybody was sent here to do something specific. And what that is just what makes you happy. What do you genuinely enjoy? That is your purpose. It's simple enough. And then once you figure that out, mastering your mind, mastering capturing your emotions, bringing out that creative energy and intensifying it, and being in a flow state and just being one with yourself and putting all that energy into your craft is very powerful. And that's when you actually make things that are fucking genius and amazing and completely different from absolutely everything, because it's not being replicated, it's not being copied. But yeah, anyways, if you want to free your mind and have some clear vision, I highly recommend just getting your answers from within, taking the time to work on yourself, meditate, read some books, go take a walk, do things that are pleasing for your mind, deprogram all the bullshit that you have deeply rooted in your subconscious mind, and then reprogram your mind with thoughts that you want to think, with visuals that you want to see, with ideas that you want occupying your mind space. It's all up to you to choose. And then you will actually enjoy being alone and being with yourself. A lot of people are like, why don't you have a girlfriend? Why don't you ever go out to social events or come here with us and do this with us? It's like, because like I don't care about that stuff. I really don't like care at all. Like genuinely. I don't go to the bar. I don't want to fucking drink. That was my past self who would do that to distract myself from certain thoughts or certain ideas, or to socialize so I could feel good or feel great. But now it's like, fuck, I feel great with myself all the time. I feel amazing just being by myself all the time. Now people may have their certain opinions about that, like, oh, well, that's not, no, it is good. It's amazing. It's fucking awesome. And when I go out with others, they do not have the mindset that I do have. So it actually interferes with what I am doing, and it's another setback until I meet the people who are right for me. I want people who are watering my vision. I want people who are building me up. I want people who are supporting me. I want people who are feeding my mind and programming my mind with stuff that is valuable. Not the fucking bullshit beliefs or limitations that they have that is gonna bring me down. Like, fuck all that shit. This is the truth about it. I'm only gonna go out with you if you are like-minded like me. And we can grow with each other. Like, the only way I'm gonna go out with you in public is if we are making a fucking video, or we're doing something that's productive, or we're having some like-minded thoughts that actually benefit each other, and we're actually, or you're just like a great friend and we're both on the same wavelength and we're just like building each other up. And I'm not talking in an ego sense. I'm talking about you only got one fucking life sense, so how about we fill each other up so we can accomplish all that we need to accomplish and do what we gotta do and inspire who we gotta inspire and create what we gotta create and just actually enjoy life. Because I got no time to talk about a fucking conversation that I heard a billion times. I swear I'll go out with people and they'll be talking about the same thing that they have been talking about for fucking 10 years, 5 years. Or it's just the same, like, small conversation, and my mind is just in a completely different place where I don't even want to say anything because they'll be like, what? I don't understand that. I don't know what you mean. It's like, of course you fucking don't. That's why I don't want to go out with you. I'm literally just sitting here waiting to go back home. And I'm not saying I dislike people. I just enjoy open-minded people. I've been open-minded my entire life. And until I'm gone from this planet, I'm still going to be learning. I'm still going to be open-minded. I'm still going to be receptive to new ideas. But I got no time for the bullshit or the negativity or just stuff that doesn't serve me. Or limited talk. Or limited minds. Or people who don't want to open up their mind when they're already so fucking limited. Like, no way, Jose. And I'm just saying, personally, for my own growth, that is something I chose. And yeah, as for a girlfriend, like, honestly, I don't even care. Like, I actually just do not care at all. Just for girls in general, I do not care. And that's not me disrespecting girls or females and being like, fuck these hoes or something like that. No, I genuinely appreciate all of them. Usually girls are very kind and just like gentle spirits, but I have like no sexual desire, and I'm not gay. I just don't jerk off. Like, I don't do that. One reason I don't do that, this is like, I guess, another spiritual practice. There's this no fap thing that is going on, semen retention, and basically my idea of it, there are so many reasons, but this is life force energy. Like, I got the power to create a life inside of my body. I have that serum, so why would I want to waste it on sheets? Because as soon as you do, you feel fucking drained. Every time you do it, you feel drained. The next morning, you feel drained. And I've noticed that personally with myself. I am very energetic, especially now. So I would rather keep that inside of myself instead of just wasting it. But yeah, the only reason I do it is just because it turns into like a habit, like some weird habit where you just watch porn once, and then you just start thinking sexual thoughts, like in the most random places. And then you just get like urges, and then you go home and you do it again, and it turns into like some weird routine, and you're just feeling depleted of energy. And then you just get distracted, and you're like, okay, now, like, I want to find some girls. Now you're just diving into a different distraction. Coming up with paragraphs, you're trying to make it interesting. You're picking up your phone every fucking 15 seconds to reply to them. You could be me and making a song, and then some girl pops up on your phone, you gotta reply. You gotta send a video, you gotta send a picture, and then like another girl pops up, and then another girl pops up, and you gotta message all of them. And to me, that's honestly just another distraction. I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, I'm just saying that in a way like, we do have limited time on this earth, and I am very one with myself, and like, I just don't need all these external things or really anything besides myself and resources so I can build upon what I already have. But yeah, this is a very interesting talk. This is Ozla. Many more to come, that is for sure. And yeah, peace.
Walking with the head high in a conscious land. That's where my thoughts go up, but they never land. Cause I took them to Neverland. That's where my spirit set free, and I'm never gonna touch ground again. Gravity don't exist, motherfucker, I'm a soul that coexists with God, motherfucker, that's who I walk with. I stick to myself because everybody's limited and shit. Motherfucker, I'm the impossible, I'm the unlimited who could unfold